Welcome back to Hyperspace Dogfights. Last episode we had a victory with the Fang MkII. We're down to our last MkII ship, namely the tail that I've shown off here. Before we get going, we are on version 1.006, which is great. It means the game is being worked on, which means there is still work to be done, and I'm assuming most of that is done by us, the people who are playing it, meaning that our feedback is being given and it's been taken into account. For instance, remember that thing I mentioned about the artillery, your own support artillery being able to destroy the ship's store you're supposed to protect? Well, that's taken care of. If that target is too close to the store, it just gets cancelled now. Just to give you an example. Anyway, we'll be going with the tail MkII now, which is funny because the tail MkI is a close range shotgun type of deal, while this one is basically a sniper, which fires explosive bolts, which is kind of cool. Starts with indeed that exploding sniper rifle, rail cannon type shot deal thing, a majig, rocket pods, and a thing that allows you to reflect bullets when you're jumping, something along those lines. Anyway, let's get going. Enough chit chat. More bang bang, I guess. That could have sounded better, I think. Anyway, yeah. Start off with recon mission. So it's a quick fire, rather inaccurate sniper rifle. So I guess comparing it to like a crossbow with explosive rounds was probably not bad of an estimation or comparison or whatever. Also, another thing that changed is that we now have the option to strafe even when we're not using mouse aim. The first thing I did when that was a thing was unbind the buttons to strafe, because that's the kind of guy I am. No, seriously, I'm not used to having it, and it's more likely gonna mess me over than it would actually help. So that has been shut off as well, at least for me. But it's a new thing you guys can use. Anyway, it's a tier 1 chest. I think I can do a little longer without it. SRM rigs, unfortunately it's not radius. Ooh, hello. Button. Anyway, I don't really keep up to date to the latest updates. Might be a mistake on my end, might be me just... Okay, that's annoying. That's gonna have to go, because I can't... That's you firing those, isn't it? Yeah. Die. Alright, back to recon. Red. Well, that didn't last long. There you go. That should be the final few missiles I need to contend with. At least until the new batch of them spawns. Which could be a while. We got some spare health, which is always nice. You know, I'm trying to go with a laid-back approach to this. It seems that in most of my games, just staying calm and, you know, just talking about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees kind of helps me. Also, we have a ton of money. We should open all of this stuff. Shield coil? Aw, could still be shield coil. Plasma thrower. Ooh, health. I should not have picked that up, but it seems the health just floats around. Let's see if... yeah. Okay, that was just aimed straight at the store, and that is just plain rude. it's kind of weird that they go for those stories, because if I'm not entirely mistaken, as far as story goes, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm correct with this, because the story isn't really spelled out for you. You're kind of on your own to piece together little bits of information you get through comm chatter. But I think since you're hacking them, you're kind of thinking that they belong to them. So is it a matter of, well, if I'm not allowed to get them, no one will, and we'd rather blow it up before we give it to you, or I don't know. Anyway, the only thing good here is this thing. We already have that, so we don't need that, and that's a melee weapon, which I'm not a big fan of. I think a melee could use a bit of a rework, personally. It works well at the start, but I think it loses a lot of its luster late game. It's something I did mention when I was using the Fang. You saw that the moment I got a ranged weapon, I don't think I ever went back to the melee stuff. Thing is, I don't really know how it would be changed. It's a nice thing to have, and it looks really cool. And I suppose some of the late game melee weaponry is acceptable, maybe? I don't know. I just don't feel like giving it a try, but yeah. But yeah, I've got a few ideas that might make it work, but I don't know like how easy it could be implemented and whether or not it would be too powerful. Like, for instance, melee weaponry could like ignore armor, like in this case armor being damage reduction from your shots. Don't really know. Nah, this is one of those moments where you just kill as much as you can in the little time given to you. Okay, you're gonna have to eat your own missiles on this one, dude. You think you can run from me now? Sorry, but that's not how this is gonna go down. Instead, you are going down. So I noticed that there was another one of these somewhere floating by. See, the thing about melee weapons, it's all nice and dandy that they are capable of shooting back everything the enemy throws at you. But shots still are going to get through. And I don't think being right next to your enemies all the time is a particularly strong thing to go with. Late game, you do look for some distance. I guess it's got accuracy, mainly because you're like in the enemy's face. I'm like literally not hitting anything, which is really bad for our economy. But we can at least get this now. Or I could get this and this, which now let's grab stuff we know is good. Could try the flamethrower for a bit. So what's that weird red thing that's sticking out? Well, that's gonna do it for the flamethrower. Doesn't have the damage output I'm looking for. Took a hit, but that's fine. I have plenty of health floating around. And by fine, I mean it's actually kind of bad because apparently there's something like a cool stat. The more you flawless your waves, the more good stuff happens to you. Which is kind of counterintuitive to only have good stuff happen when you're doing well. What I'm trying to say is that it's cool for good players, it's horrible for bad ones. Ooh, but they get enticed to play better. Well, don't you think that's what they're trying to do already? No, but like I think and this is just me spitballing here. I might listen to this later and go like, what the heck was I talking about? I tend to do that. Usually when I have to do editing, and I forgot what part I wanted to edit. Yeah, they'll just go like, what the hell are you talking about? So take these things as just ideas and not things I really want to see in this game. Do we have something? Yeah, here we go. Beep. 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 Health. Yeah, let's get out of here. We got a lot of health floating around. Good grief. Okay, let's open you up, because you're cheapo. That's the swarms. I don't like the drones much. They are a lot better when you use mouse targeting, and you may have noticed I don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna have to take your shield hack thing off. And your jump hack thing off, if you don't mind. Yep. Can't jump. Don't have shields. That's a straight way into damage. It's a good thing we got a lot of it floating around. Yeah, I think he's done hacking us now. Yeah, he blew off some pieces. Cool. We even have enough to afford something from our shop. Heavy ammo? Yep. Give me another one. I think these are tier 2. I think that's where the shield coils are at. Nope, we get the artillery support. The thing I was talking about, so maybe we'll get to see that. Oh, we've got a double hack. That'll speed things up a bit. Yep. And our health is gone now. It doesn't follow us through long jumps. Which is a good thing. Because otherwise health ups are kind of... I mean, what's the point of having health ups if every health pickup that drops just follows you until you need it? Right? Okay. Small shield coil. Nope. This will get us some extra cash in. We do need another weapon or some better damage. Having to shoot something 3 times before it blows up is a little bit much, I think. So, you know, some quality ammo or something along those lines would be well appreciated. Let's go look for the AWOC. Down you go. Alright. Level 3. Please don't be flak ammo. It's a better sniper rifle, I guess. We'll stick to the quick fire one. Yeah, it's the one that the MkI starts with. Pretty potent gun, yeah, but it's not as good as the Death Beam. So I guess it is easier to handle than the other guns. So I might stick with it for now. Ooh, Ewok. Boing. Wait, do I have bouncing ammo or something? Since when does this thing bounce? It's actually quite funny. Ooh, quality ammo. That's just a straight up damage upgrade. That's what I asked for. Next time we switch guns again. We're gonna have issues on this one. So we're gonna make a lot of use out of our missile pod here. Help if his subordinates didn't block all my missiles by catching them with their face. Come on, somebody needs to eat these missiles. And I'd rather not have it be me. Got an Ewok, it's gotta go. I'm not sure what it's trying. Yeah, one missile hit him out, it took damage. I probably got hit by something else in the meantime, but certainly didn't seem like that. Though I guess observant people will be able to tell me that it definitely was, and you're right. I was going to say straight up, I probably got hit with something else. It's just annoying to see that first missile and boom, damage. They do love to rub it in, don't they? Oh, damaged again, and I got shot into thin air too. Those are the best ones. As you can tell, I'm doing great work of doing my objective. The game is giving me all the opportunities I need to engage the actual targets. By that I mean I'm not getting any, but you know. Hey, I got one. Oh, good. Gone green guy. Eat the missiles. I don't even know where my targets are. Okay. Now we only have like 6 people firing beams too. This is just getting a little bit too much in it. Okay, I got another one of my targets. In the meantime, escalation is just ramping up like crazy. Okay. He should die. No, he didn't. Not one bit. Okay. Well, let's try to send some more missiles after them. one more. Okay, I got some misses on him, I think. Got some more on him. Okay, and he died. Alright, let's get ourselves a damage upgrade, shall we? Now all we need is shield cores. Lots of them. Like 6. We could arrange 6 of them. I don't think we could. It'd be nice. Really, it wouldn't be good. It would make us invincible. And that's a feeling you don't get too often in this game. Let's open this one up. It can't all be trash. We're doing you now, huh? Well, this is gonna take a bit. Oh wait, what are those big things? Do I even want to know? I meant to raise my voice there. Totally meant to do that. Ooh, minefield, minefield, minefield. No, 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 no. Ah. Is he jumping? No, he's still there. Trying to shoot some bits and bobs off, but ain't really working all that well. I think he's missing a piece or two. No, no, he doesn't. Oh, there goes a piece. Mines. Okay, so basically what you're telling is back off for a bit. Okay. Oh, hello. The thing by... I'm guessing the... what's it called? Gladiator engine isn't, again, what I think it is, which is nice. I used to think that it gave you charge if you did damage, but I think it just gives you chunk when you kill something. Kind of need 2, and those are some really... Oh, really? We're doing... Oh, okay. Okay. So it just jumps on top of you and you immediately take damage. That's cold. You know, I think I may have shot off all the bits and bobs that he's willing to lose. Although I can't really tell. Let's switch to the big guy. Oh, it's because the affix on this thing... I'm calling them affixes, but they might be called different. This thing, this weapon itself comes with bouncing. Cool. I guess. Weird, weird to have bouncing and piercing, but... Who am I to judge? Alright, one free thing. Shield coil. Nice. We've got just enough for this one. Or we can get Maverick now that I actually know what it... a fully... Yeah... Health is scarce, we need it. As I was saying, Maverick, yeah, I finally know what it does now. It deals damage when you... Basically, it allows you to telefrag enemies. Deal damage when you get out of jump right on top of them. And my finger is going numb. Not numb, but it's tingling. Actually, it's several fingers. Cool. That's never good. So either I'm getting shocked by my keyboard, which would be kind of weird, or it is actually numb. Tingly, whatever. I should check if I'm not getting electrocuted by my own keyboard, shouldn't I? Nope. Nope. Hand is just asleep. Nifty. Just look at some descriptions while I wait for my hand to wake up again. Watching on the fly was painful at times. In fact, I constantly suppressed an urge to advise our pilots to jump more often. See, jump deflection makes it pretty clear what it does. Determination core, shield regen up. Yeah, straight up. Clear. Some say it was advanced tech that gave our jets this spiritual combat from. Some say it was our pilot's sheer will. Can that make shields regenerate faster? Maybe. Shield units continuously create copies of themselves from debris around the battlefield. Some then attach it to a craft, and each projects a tiny microfield that helps absorb a tiny amount of impact force. With enough units, the craft can increase its shield capacity way beyond operational max values. It's great to get that early. Slapping initial ones of these on the jet actually does help. Yeah, who would have guessed? That base containing about half a standard ton of mass per shot, resulting in great inertia. Cool stuff. Alright, my hand is back in semi-working order. What am I doing here? Killing big guys, killing little guys? Big guys, okay. We'll hop to it, lads. As long as they're hitting something, I am okay with this. Unless that something is a shield, I guess. As long as we keep killing things, we should be staying topped off on missiles too, wouldn't we? Though I don't think the ratio is that high that it actually would work like that. No, you get out of... Oh, they shoot big guys too now. Okay. Anyway, I don't care about them all too much. I'm more after these jokers. Did they up the shot speed on them? Yeah. It seems like there's a delay on my spacebar, which is a bit weird. Get me out before I get smacked to death. And I just did. Well, not smacked to death, but I did get smacked into losing some HP. Which, if it was my last bit of HP, would have smacked me to death. See how that works? I'm feeling this craft is a bit too slow. Yes, I did pick up a bit of heavy ammo, I think, but... I don't know. Not sure if it should... if that's the only thing currently affecting this ship. It could be. It could be. Hey, there's a good weapon. Heavy chain gun. That's a tier 2? Extra damage and shield charge. Ooh, shield charge down. Still, extra damage. And it is a potent weapon. Oh yeah, that's dealing juicy damage. I think it does more per shot than my sniper that I started with. Good grief. Oh, no. And then we go back in because, well, I had one song from Suicide Squad. I'm just a sucker for pain. Okay, where am I? What am I doing? I'm over there. Okay, get out of there. Okay. Ooh, it's always time for a little bit of extra cash. Okay, we're back to full health too. I'm not going to open that. Yeah, I kind of want to get a good gun. I remember one of the guns from the well, from before the Let's Play that basically shot like 5 or 6 flechette out that homed in and then exploded on the enemy. It's been a while since I've seen it. Let's wait until we get the store though. We probably will get it soon. Yeah, there we go. Man. I'm pretty sure these shots are coming in faster. Or that, or it's an optical illusion coming from the fact that one of the bullets is now freaking huge. Nope, 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 nope. We're late enough into the game that this store actually becomes more of a bullet shield than anything else. Which is great. Because that's exactly what I'm going to be using it for. Time to go. What do we got in the store? Rip jump. Ooh, I finally figured out what this thing does too. And it's a doozy. But I think it's too late for me to pick it up now. Basically, it's the AI core that I had on one of the runs, I don't know. And what it does is you sometimes get those processing units that like give you extra damage in return for a little less shields. Well, this gets rid of the negative effects on that, which makes that a really good item to get. If we weren't already this late into the game. I've seen these before, but I have no clue what they are. That's the rip jump, which is pretty solid too. I'm going to open this one and hope for a weapon. Radioactive ammo. Yeah, that'll work too. Oh, nano edge. Shut up yourself. It looks like it looked like radioactive ammo. You'd have to go after these guys, which, if I recall correctly, have a stupid amount of health and really don't like to die because of that. Giving them extra armor in form of the elite variety really makes these guys nigh impossible to properly take out, I think. Oh no, there we go. We got one anyway. I guess one option. Uh-oh. Okay, it's never good when you're like almost hanging still. It's nice that I can just roll through that every single time, though. Shoot some bullets back at them, you know, have a party. Not sure if anything's actually landing, but all I can do is hope that it does. Yeah, we're hitting something. Explosions. It doesn't seem like things are dying as quickly as I would want them to. Yeah, I just... It doesn't look like anything is actually hitting. The guys I'm trying to kill, that is. We're blowing up a lot of stuff, yeah, but not what we want to blow up. Keep in mind there's still an entire wave coming after this, too. It doesn't bode well for our... chances, shall we say. Do I need to get in closer because that's near suicide as well? I'm still at 1 out of 4. Just look at him, he's taking missiles to the face like a champ, and he's just like, nah, I'm not gonna die. Would you mind dying? The answer is yes, you would. Very likely mind to die. Okay, we got one, we got one. I hope he's close to death too, but it's hard to tell, I guess. We'll have a decent chunk of shoot. Okay. As I was saying, we'll have a decent chunk of chain when we are done. Okay, got another one, I think. Yeah. One more, and it's probably one we've been chewing on for quite some time. Yeah, go near the artillery, that'll help. Jeez, how are you holding up down there? Could be better. Not gonna lie. Let's get it. You never know. Destroy mounted flak gun. Shouldn't be too bad. As long as you can kill most of them before you get swarmed. There we go. This time we have mobile anti-air. That one isn't so mobile. Maybe I should make a note of that those guys never move. I don't know if it's intended or not. It's been like that since ages. But I don't know if it's meant to be like that or not, which is usually why I just keep my mouth shut. Oh no. Yeah, that's it. Yep. The moment I started to jump, I knew we were done. Have I been muted the entire time, or did I just muck it up there? Yeah, I reflected a missile right back in your face, and like damn apples. So, uh-oh. Yep, saw that one coming a mile away. By that I mean, I knew I was going to get hit way before. I saw the beam come up, I looked at my ship, which was mid-jump, and I looked, yep, that's going to be it. And it's going to suck. Okay, so we're focusing on the bottom one, which is really great because it's easy to remember which one I'm going for. We're almost done with this fight, actually. Come on. Ah. He's got the beams up, doesn't he? Nope. Okay, he doesn't. Nailed it. Dogfighter unlocked. Strong prototype with collar. Ooh. There's a new ship. Well, I know what I'll be flying next time. It probably starts with some drone-related stuff. Probably the egg and the regular occasional drones. I'm not sure what weapon it'll be starting with, but hopefully something cool. Yes, more shields. I've got 3 in a little bit, so might as well open tier 4. Come on, fancy pants weapon. Not sure what to think about that. Alright, so just blow up stuff. I'm usually alright with that. It's also great that I can just fly around by just shooting. Really, I could just stay afloat now by just firing my gun. It's the weapon-powered craft. Uh-oh. Yep. Yeah, it's fun when you can predict your own demise. Even with all this shielding power, it just wasn't enough. Yeah, I think it's time to leave. Well, we got everything we need at this point. Maybe extra health wouldn't be that bad, but I think we got enough defense, enough offense. Just gonna be preserve our health and hope that we do sort of alright against the boss. We don't have anything piercing, so it's gonna be a long fight again. Unless we die quickly, but, you know. If it ends in a victory, then it's gonna be for a long one for sure. Sometimes you just gotta embrace the madness and do some silly. Yep, that's. Oh, nope, not a hit. Okay, cool. We're not out of here yet, though. Now we are. Yeah, straight back into it, huh? Oh, yeah. No, but seriously, I could go for a laser weapon right about now. Ooh, one of those. Yeah, I'll get it on the next trip through. Going to the left now is ill-advised, shall we say. Then again, going right doesn't seem that brilliant either. See, this is what the game is all about, you know? Just have some good old fun with stuff. You know, don't think about winning or losing. Just have some fun with it. Then I'll be happy to try out that new craft too. It's probably going to start with that egg. You know, drones when... Which means it's actually going to be a really terrible thing for me because drones, for me, are bad because I don't use mouse aim. Which means my drones are just going to be around somewhere, not doing all too much. I guess with only 2-3 starting items, they can't really force us into doing anything. As long as we find another active and some passives, you know, we can make it work. I'm curious to find out how it looks, though. Ah, we took a good hit. Plenty of money, though. Let's open her up. That's the bounty stuff, and this is actually quite bad. It gives you the occasional missiles, but... Had I known, I would have opened up the other chest, shall we say. Okay, the mounted stuff we need to do. Hello. Let's go check what's down at the bottom of the map, I guess. Beep. Beep. Okay, yeah, ready then. Just casually gonna... Yep, alright, there we go. Yeah! No, perfectly fine. Why do you ask? Is it the fact that my voice is like weird? No? Okay. It tends to do that when things get a little bit hectic. Oh, we're almost at the boss though. Mobile anti-air, okay. That's not too bad. Why am I up here in between all the misery? That seems like a bad thing. We're way past the point where redirecting missiles is a great idea. Yeah. So, let it. Oh, never mind. Let's have another tier 2. I think that's where the shield coils are hiding anyway. Crit chance, that's good. If you finally do manage it, the boss might as well hurt him a bit more. Alright. Well, that's gonna hurt the store a bit, I think. Yeah, it's still around. Barely a dent on it. Well, the only thing I'm interested in at this point would probably be the health. But I think we got the boss after this, so unless I'm willing to farm up way too much, which technically I could if this is indeed the final battle. I do want that health, and I think I do want that health. Probably have little choice in the matter, don't I? Alright, we'll try to farm up a little bit of cash. That guy just floating around with a missile lock on his butt. It's getting a bit too hot. It's just, oh, it's only a mere 400 health for a health up. 400 SRM for health up. That's cool. We all have that much to spare, right? Right, boss time. You made it here, so I'm a happy camper. Okay. I am way too floaty. Do we even have gravity in this thing? Uh-oh. Nah, really took a hit from something. Love it. Now I'm taking hits from the same thing. Get me out. I did not see that in time, and neither did you guys, right? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one. Ah, yeah, no, that's cool. So I need to hit this how exactly by flying around it and hoping for the best? Yes, that's exactly how you are meant to do this. Or jumps through it, which comes with its own set of dangers. Artillery supported it a few times. That's nice. Ah, he left the shields behind. Cool. You can actually... Maybe... Nope. Yep. So that happened. I jump. So I'm heading towards the thing. Nope, not dodging that one. Let's have a look at our new craft. Escalation 470. Good grief. So what's the problem there? Well, I don't know. Bad play, I guess. People always assume that's bad play, so, you know. Laser up and then photon maps would have been nice. Thank you for rubbing it in, game. Alright, let's see what our new guy is. Starting a sentient drone prototype to color. What's your active? Oh, your passive. Doesn't start with the egg. Starts with the floaty thing. This is hot garbage, I think. Yeah, it just stops you in your tracks. It's stupid. You just get swarmed straight away. Precious replicated super accurate low maintenance jet weapon. The mere concept of this thing was the wet dream of every gun nut on the planet. Well, we'll be flying this thing on the next run. So thank you guys for watching. Hope this series was really so probably coming like and also if you haven't already. See you guys on the next episode. Bye everyone.